news is brought to you by the National Bank of the Virgin Islands, Cyril B. Ramney Tertola Pier Park, NV Salon, Spa, Nail and Barbershops, HOV Medical, and Digicel. Sign up for Digicel Plus Home Light Bundles, faster internet, movies, and sports. Growing up, he was labeled a nerd.
It was my life because back then I was into like a lot of animes like Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, recipe stuff.
That's why I called you weird.
Yeah.
Talking about staying true to one's identity despite others' opinion has elevated this young man in his passion and career, and today he has the flag of the Virgin Islands flying high with pride among the greats in the world of Grammy winners. He is the first Virgin Islander to have won a Grammy Award. He won Best Compilation Soundtrack for Visual Media for the Barbie album at the 66th Annual Grammy Awards early February of 2024. And it was for his role as one of the key engineers behind the acclaimed Barbie movie soundtrack. Now, he took a short break and came home to celebrate with his family, close friends, and some fans of his. Donelle Smith. He was celebrated. JTV stopped by and friends and family shared openly the person they know, Donelle Smith.
Well, I knew this has been a long time coming. I've known Donelle a long time, and I've seen his progress over the years, and we always said he was going to make it big. So when I heard that he won the Grammy, I wasn't surprised at all. I was just really, really proud for him, and I was excited to hear his perspective on the whole process and winning and working on the album. It was massive.
So I know Donelle from back when he was working on Smith's Ferry, and every time I come over from Antigua on a little, journey, a little day trip or whatever, we would sit and we would talk. And we would literally sit for the whole hour trip every time and talk about music. And it had times like I would hit him up and we'd be writing stuff together and trying to figure out what walks and stuff. And I knew when he told me he was moving to LA, I was like, you're gonna make it, dog, because you're dedicated, you're passionate. It ain't no way that there's no chance that it doesn't work for him. So it was only a matter of time. And when I saw that he won a Grammy, I was like, it well deserved. I literally, it's just well deserved.
I'm feeling great. We grew up as brothers. So I could tell you a whole epistle, a whole story, how far back we come from.
10 years old. You were 9, I was 10 years old. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been
Childhood.
years. Where from school, drum corps, Pathfinder, recording in the house.
Quiet practice.
You can tell them about the mic. The mic that we had was wire and a magnet stuck into the computer port. We've been using Adobe Audition. I don't even know
1.5 portable.
Yeah, I don't know if people know what that is. Basically, from the ground up, I watched he elevate, and it was all because of me. I brought him into the music.
Fact. Fact.
So I feel good to have him as the first BVI Grammy Award winning.
When you heard that he was nominated, what were your thoughts?
I was like, yo, we did it. I was like, we did it. We did it.
From my bedroom.
We done it.
From my bedroom on a small island.
We done it, yeah.
So.
Back in primary school? No.
High school.
Crossing the water just to help me with my homework. Smith's Ferry. What else?
Every Sunday, look, this is my only excuse for going BG on a Sunday. Was to just be around, just to go up there and just cool out. But yeah, man, we come a long way.
Riding bikes, falling down.
Beach.
I'll cry, you laugh at me. Yeah.
Cooling out on the beach and all the time, just hanging out, you know what I'm saying? And no.
We had a little boring life, but not much fun in there. Well, more crying for me because they'll always laugh at me. I guess I was a little, somewhat, yeah.
So when you heard that he was nominated and then eventually winning the award, how did he feel?
He did that?
How? Maybe they made a mistake. Like not Donelle. Because everybody had him like a little weirdo growing up. And they'll make fun of him. He looked like a little nerd. He ain't too much full of sense. He did act funny. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's the truth. So.
It happens.
Yes.
They used to call me crazy too because I used to be around you. But, you know, life goes on. Like, life goes
Facts.
Life goes on. But
I mean, it was my life because back then I was into like a lot of animes like Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, rest in peace.
that's why I called you weird.
Yeah. All those stuff I was into, she was like, where you going in life with that?
Why are you watching that? I like SpongeBob. You should like SpongeBob too because he's cool. But then he thought SpongeBob was gay, and he's end up on my pendant. So, yeah, don't laugh at me.
But nah, it just all start from nothing and to be here now. It's like it's different. So
We making her laugh.
that's life. You're supposed to laugh at it. You're supposed to laugh. But nah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still my big brother.
Annoying little sister.
Yeah, I'm the one that made him late. Like,
Yeah, it's been a day, but I gotta love her. You know what I mean?
Daddy.
Well, it goes without even asking that I am extremely proud of Donelle. I can remember distinctly when Donelle was still doing his beats and doing a bit of singing. I remember going with him one time to the studio at East End, and I distinctly remember just being in the car waiting for him to do what he had to do, but knowing that he's doing what he wants to do, so the wait was no wait whatsoever. And now that he's where he is, you don't have an idea. You have no idea.
Well, actually, Donelle plays two roles in my life. First of all, he's my cousin. Second, he was a member of my choir, Carrot Seventh-day Adventist Youth Choir. Very shy, very humble, very talented. Up to now, you notice him nodding his head. And he always had a question that zest for music, talking about making things big. And one thing I know about Donelle, whatever he put his mind to, he accomplished. So when he said, Auntie, when I'm going to go to school, I'm going to California. I said, are you sure this is what you want? He said, yes. All while he was in California, he was telling me all about, it's hard, but I know I'm going to make it. Mm-hmm. And I can remember him singing in the choir, and even though he couldn't sing alto or tenor, whatever it is, he made sure he learned the parts. So I know that he plans to be an even bigger force in the music industry. And I'm so proud of what he's accomplished. Smith.
You already know?
That last name is a legendary last name, and just leaving a legacy behind, you know what I'm saying, for others to follow behind and see who sets the next bow. But you know, at the end of the day, I just want to be I'm glad that God was able to use me as a vessel because, you know, growing up it was very tough. A lot of people didn't believe me, and I doubted myself at times, but to see that God used me as a vessel to make this happen and to show everybody like it's possible, that's what it's all about to me, just inspiration and motivation. That's how I like to move.
What I especially love about the fact is that a lot of persons, when they say, you know Donelle? I said, yeah, I know Donelle. Where do you know him from? I said, well, he got a start in my choir in Carrot Bay. They said, he was good. I said, he was great. He was great. I said, and the things that he felt he couldn't accomplish, he put his mind to it and he worked hard. And it's a testament to the fact that if you work hard for whatever you want in life, you will achieve it. So it put a smile on their face and I'm going to be like him. So Donelle, people want to be like you, kids, which is good.
Caribbean Master Baldi. That's where I grew up. And like, even though I live Coxie, Caribbean is my second home because every Saturday I there and choir practice. That was literally Thursday and Friday night was my live nights.
Every night. He looked forward to it because when we came, listen, let me tell you something. You might see just him and I here. But them over there, that's part of the choir members right over there. Ray. This is one of the choir members here that sang right next to Donelle. This is Ray Calwood. So they're fed up of each other. So, if you didn't understand something and you hear someone singing it, you know exactly where to go. And then not only that, they're fed up with one another. Outside the church, it was one big family. Right outside, they go by the, what was it, the coal pot? well, what was it, space called again? Across the road. When one buy food, everybody ate. And just so they had a continuous relationship, Palms Delight. One big family.
How you feel about this accomplishment that Donelle has made?
But it's funny about it, because Don have been doing this from high school, you check what I say? Like legit. And in the beginning, a lot of people didn't really support him, to be honest. Everybody always had jokes to tell him and not much critiques, you check what I saying? But I used to always make sure, like, let him know, like, this here might not really be it, but try this here type thing, you check what I saying? And he was always a person who could take constructive criticism, you check what I saying? But if you're just joking at him, I understand how you used to, like, mess with him back then and things like that, yeah, so. But
And the beautiful thing about
he really overcome all that and really make the best out of it for himself, you check what I saying? And that's all that really matters, so, yeah, man.
And regardless of what anyone said, he never let it get to him. He still pushed on.
Okay. Well, our friendship, we're close collaborators. We're all in the same production team. So we send all of our work to one another. So when we heard of the Grammy nomination, it wasn't a surprise. Because it's like, we know that he puts in a lot of work, a lot of very early hours, all in the night, all in the morning. We know that he does the work. So that was no small foot. And we even spoke about it on his last trip here, that he was going to get a Grammy. So we know that it was coming, and when he got it, it was a surprise. Your thoughts?
My thoughts? I'm just super proud of my dog. We come up, we do we stuff, we enjoy yourself while making music, putting in a lot of hard work. You know what I mean? That's one thing he always preached to me. I always do the work. You can come, you can walk out for you in the long run. So all in all, that's all I got to say about my dog. I'm just really proud of him. Forever and ever.
Respect, dog. Respect.
He there with us.
It's definitely a ceremonious occasion. This guy, I know him, I actually taught him music in high school, music theory, and we were just going back down memory lane. He was a good student, never gave trouble. I could say that. I'm not just saying that but he never gave trouble. And I've been following his journey, and I'm glad to see that he's achieved what he has achieved. So this is something not only for him, but for all of us in the BVI. Somebody who grew up here, went through Elmhurst High School and could achieve international success. So to me, it's something worthy of celebration. As I was saying, this man deserves like a whole motorcade and the whole shebang.
Thank you so much.
He still calls me teach. I haven't taught in I don't even know how long.
For me, it's because of how I grew up with my father. I always have to respect my elders, and because you were my teacher first in high school, so for me, even though you say bro a lot, it'll always be teacher for me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So,
I appreciate that respect.
There's always love and respect from me.
And I respect you the same way.
So no matter where I go, and it's like a mental thing for me, like no matter how big I might get from now, you'll always be one of your favorite music teachers. So that's why I always say teach, because it just, not just to say teach, but because it means something to me. So that's why I always say teach.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate the respect. Yeah, man.
Don't know.
Small islands produce big things, and it's very, very significant that from Little Tortola has come a Grammy Award winner. I mean, this is the biggest stage of big stages. And for somebody young from the BVI to be recognized on that level, we ought to be more than proud. We were 100% behind you. We're proud of everything you've done. This is just the beginning. We're just getting started. So we expect marvelous things to come from this young man and many other young people from the BVI.
To be honest, I'm not really surprised, because this has been done since high school.
Yeah.
So I'm not really surprised at all.
Yeah.
I'm just happy that he continued to push and just follow his dreams, because he's very good at what he does. So I'm not surprised, and I can't wait to see what you do next.
Yeah. And he serves as an inspiration for all young persons who say, you know what, I don't think I can reach there. Yes, you can. But he says, if he did it, you can do it.
Yep.
Congrats.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Thank you for joining us for this special report. Kathy Richards.
We know that where you choose to bank matters, and it is your vote on what your funds do in strengthening our community. As your official Bank of Paradise, we invest and support the lifeblood of our economy by helping in the realization of personal goals for homeownership, education, and entrepreneurial visions, which support small businesses. We make it our place to connect with persons and worthy causes, and we have been doing so for more than 30 years. Where your money goes and what your dollars empower are your choice. And we thank you for choosing us, a bank that gives where it matters the most, for you, for our community, and a happier tomorrow. The National Bank of the Virgin Islands.